Hi, Leo. Oh, I got a hard ring in my ear there. How you doing? Welcome to your to the Power of Three and Me. I'm Amber, and your general monthly reading for November 2025. If you are somebody that's here every month, um, you know there's a word from the Holy Spirit for December, but choose one this month. We're finishing off the year with a, you know, very solidly, we'll say. The transparency reading, we're using the transparent tarot for the overall energy. I've had this deck for ages. I just never used it on camera. Um, so we're going to get you three cards for your overall energy, but we got a word here for you first. So just reminding you to hit the like button. If you do show up here every month, please support the channel and the video by hitting the like button. It's free. Comment if you would like. And subscribe, of course. Okay, Leo. Um, just a little bit of a grip on this. The beach, whatever it is that you need to do to get transparency on something, whether and probably disconnect, needing a break. I think maybe for some people it might be the year. It's just been the year's gone by fast, but so much has happened, and it's hard to believe that the year's almost over. So, needing to when you need transparency, it's because you usually have to figure out what to do about something. So, disconnecting, maybe needing to take a break, get some rest, but we're going to see what actually comes out for you here. So, here we go for the sign of Leo from the Holy Spirit. Excuse me. Walk peacefully with me through this day. You are wondering how you will cope with all that is expected of you. You must traverse this day like any other, one step at a time, instead of mentally rehearsing how you will do this or that. Keep your mind on my presence and on taking the next step. The more demanding your day, the more help you can expect from me. This is a training opportunity since I designed you for deep dependence on your shepherd king. Challenging times wake you up and amplify your awareness of needing my help. When you don't know what to do, wait while I open the way before you. Trust that I know what I am doing and be ready to follow my lead. I will give you strength. I will give strength to you and I will bless you with my peace. Nice words, Leo. Oh, I hope that's gone because I got that spray on my hands now. So, all right, Leo. Interesting start. Hoping these guys behind me are going to be good. Let's see what the Holy Spirit has to say to begin your transparency reading, and we'll see where you're at, Leo, for November 2025. Oh, nice. Nothing shall be impossible unto you. Like your words were saying, the way will be opened up before you. He'll show you the way, right? It's within you, Leo. You just, you know, trust me, I know you need to calm yourself when you don't have the physical control over things. Needing transparency of the future, I feel like we might be relating a little bit, you and I. Okay, here we go with the transparent tarot. Here, I'll show it to you. You guys might have probably seen it on other channels, but you see, you put one card on top of the other and it kind of builds a picture. So we're going to get three cards for your overall energy for Leo, November 2025, for their highest good, please. I'll tell you what they are as they come out, and then I will show you them put together, okay? Overall energy, Leo's overall energy, and your transparency reading for November 2025. If I'm talking about it. Sometimes when I listen back to these videos, I find my voice cuts in and out sometimes. I don't know why. Okay, that's interesting. That pile was way too many, but you did get this one here. Uh, the Knight of Pentacles, okay? The Knight of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Two more, please. For Leo. Queen of Wands. And that would be you, right? So, one more. Yeah. Four of Pentacles. Um, it's just funny how I see this too. I don't know. The knight is on one knee, holding the pentacle, and then with the four, he's holding one, and he's got his foot. He's got one on his head, holding one, and he's got his foot balancing two. Um, and then put together, the knight holding the pentacle is actually on the four's knee. Hopefully you can see it. So I'm kind of getting that feeling like you're being offered something, but I don't know. Can you see that? Can you see how that like right above my finger there? You can see the knight in the back. He's on one knee. You can see the queen, which is you in the middle there, and then the four. It's like somebody has you may have been dating somebody or seeing somebody, friends with somebody. I don't know, but they are maybe offering you something, a life, offering you themselves, but they just don't have a lot. They have like in total, that's the five of pentacles. So it's kind of, it's a living the paycheck to paycheck. Okay. Um, and I think that you maybe really like this person, but you seriously are thinking about that. That's what you need transparency on is, do I want to, like, maybe you have a lot more financially than this person. And is it possible? Maybe it's just the mindset that you're in, or the people you surround yourself with, or the way you were raised, that it things work better in relationships when it's equal balance like that financially. Like everybody has to be able to bring a sufficient amount to the table, right? It isn't always that way, obviously, but I think it depends on how things start out, or why they're that way to begin with, or how they end up that way. So if you just meet somebody and you are naturally in the nine or 10 of pentacles, and this person is in the five, but they would like to, become serious. And, once you merge with somebody like that in all aspects of life, then it becomes a financial thing too. And then all of a sudden, you feel like, I almost feel like your thoughts are like, you're probably asking yourself whether you love this person enough to bring their financial worth up. You feel like you'll be pulling yours down at the same time, and like kind of balancing out in the middle, because you're going to feel pulled down. You're probably okay. I'm not gonna. I don't know why I didn't find this is like overtaking my brain here. Your thoughts and what you're going through here. This is the major arcana deck. So all that comes out is major. So let's see what comes out for you for the supporting energy. For Leo, I'm quite interested. Major energy here for the supporting energy. What is going to come out here for Leo to support this? What do you get? Oh, yeah, terrifying. See, this makes it official. I think like you've maybe been dating this person and they want to move in together and then get married or whatever, right? And maybe you just have been enjoying their company without that kind of pressure and worry about merging finances together by living together or getting married. So the Queen of Wands here is you, and I got that feeling too with the Knight here, but I didn't want to say it, but I should have. But being down on one knee, right? Being down on one knee, it's a pentacle on the card, but it's probably a ring. And okay, it's like you might be actually quite well to do, but the ring that this person can afford to put on your finger is not what your friends and family would expect to see. Follow me? Now I know when you're in love, that kind of shit doesn't matter. But that's probably the point here, Leo, is that that's what you need transparency on. Are you in love? Because if you're not, then it's gonna do damage to your finances down the road. Plain and simple. And for what? When you weren't even really in love to begin with. All right. Okay, we've got it. We've got what you're going through here now and what you need transparency for. So, I mean, you might not necessarily be heading for the beach, but you might be. You might be taking off with a couple of friends and just taking a week to figure out how you really feel about this person and whether you really want to go that with things with them. This is the Legacy of the Divine Tarot for the main spread for the sign of Leo, November 2025, for their highest good. What do they need to know now? How is this reading gonna help Leo? Wow. What do we get? One, two. Okay, you got all three cards. I can't see any of them. And the funny thing is they want me to make note of the fact that two fell together and one kind of fell separate. Like again, like you might be going off with your best friend for a week to think and get some distance and leaving the other person alone. Let's see what we got. Three of Swords, number one. Three of Swords. This Three of Swords might be here, Leo, because even though you don't love the person, you might not want to break their heart. You know what I mean? But it's like that tattoo on the face there. They might be able to see it in your eyes that you know, maybe didn't answer them. Maybe they proposed already and you didn't answer them. Or the look in your eyes. Let's see. What else did you get? Look at that. He's here twice. The Knight of Pentacles. He's here twice. So yeah, you may have put this person off and said, I got to think about this, which is going to explains the Three of Swords here. But it's also like Nine of Pentacles just kind of sits there and waits too. Or maybe they haven't done it yet, but they're going to. Something tells you just by the way they're acting or talking, they're hinting at it. And I think maybe if it's not what I just said, then you can feel it coming and you want to be ready for it. Number three, what'd you get? See? Damn, I don't know why I am the worst watched reader on YouTube. Ten of Pentacles here at the end. The Ten of Pentacles. There's a key there too. See, with the flowers. So it's like, you know, once you give them that key to the place, to move in, maybe they're suggesting that you move in together and then start thinking about getting married. But, they just they didn't actually get down on one knee yet, but that's kind of the insinuation here that they're gonna, or that's what they want to do. And they're feeling you out. So again, take it how it applies. It's general. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Four of Swords at the bottom. Really in your head about this. You know, um, I don't know if you can see the scenario there, how he's kind of draped over on one side, just really heavily in thought about this. It's air energy, but it could be either one of you. It could be both of you. With the Four of Swords, the two and the two. You know what they want, but they have no control over what you're gonna do, and you don't know what you want to do. And you don't have any control over the decisions they make. So heavy energy here. Crow Tarot, that's interesting now. I find that's just something for me to be interested in how the decks I'm told to pull for clarifiers for you guys, how they really end up blending in the readings. So the Crow Tarot, where did I just see? Oh, it's funny. That's two. Why it's significant. That's a crow right there or a raven right there in this Four of Swords. And we're using the Crow Tarot to clarify. So, all right. Enough babbling about that. Here we go. Three of Swords. Please clarify for Leo why the Three of Swords is here. And we have the Ten of Pentacles again. And I think also what this is telling me is that, it's not that you're trying to be mean about it. You really aren't. But I mean, just because you've been dating somebody maybe for a few months, and it's fine with you to keep it lighthearted and just dating and having fun and enjoying each other's company. It's not your fault that they're already getting serious, and you probably can't help but thinking, yeah, but are you getting serious because I have a lot of money and you don't? How can you ever really know? And it's heartbreaking. That's what I'm getting here. That breaks your heart. And they can see it in your eyes that you don't trust them. Let's keep going. You can see why you need to kind of get some transparency on how you really feel about it and what the right thing to do is for you, Leo. Knight of Pentacles, that's here twice in this reading. Chariot, see? And that's the opposite of the Knight of Pentacles. They're not doing it now, but they've been dropping so many hints and kind of suggesting it and kind of feeling you out there because you can feel it coming. You know that they're actually going to seriously put you on the spot and get down on one knee where you'll have to answer them. It's one thing to kind of convert about how you feel about it or, I want to wait, but when somebody's actually gone and, got you a ring and, planned everything and, actually officially proposing, that's what's coming with this chariot. You know it's coming. It's under the night. This knight is wearing a mask. This one isn't in the overall because this one's on down on one knee. But behind this mask, it's those subtle questions that they've been asking you and trying to feel you out about how you feel about getting married, how you feel about everything, right? You can feel it. You know it's coming. And you want to be ready to give them an answer from the heart, which I'm, well, I don't want to say because but I know you're heavily leaning towards no, but you haven't made a decision yet. So there's a chance it could be yes. Look at this under the Ten of Pentacles, the devil. I'm not surprised because this is what I was getting at with this Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. It's really, really heartbreaking that it comes down to uh, money. So the Ten of Pentacles is here twice. It's sad that you have that, you really do have to protect yourself because people will go to great lengths to get what you have and call it love. And that's what you're trying to avoid here. And once you're married, once that paper's signed or you've lived together for a certain amount of time, you're screwed anyway. Bottom of the deck. The Emperor. Leo, you are the Queen of Wands. You are the attractive one, because you're just attractive. You're attractive. You dress well. You smell good. You look good everywhere you go. It's just you. Your essence, and you're also, you are the emperor in the um situation because you have it over this person. Now, I'm sure they're charming and good looking and smell good too, and they're all, blah, 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 but they in no way, shape, or form are at the capacity financially um, that you are. So, is that fine? Yes, as long as you're really in love. If you're really in love and you believe that they were really in love and they're merging and want to do this because they are in love with you, fine, great. But obviously, you're not sure about that. But just reading wouldn't be here, right? Let's clarify, or not clarify. We've already done that. Your advice from the Tarot of the Owls. For the sign of Leo, their advice, please, for November 2025. The Knight of Pentacles, which is here twice, and the overall energy here up here, the Queen of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles with the Hierophant. Seven of Wands, see? And this is your energy, defensive. You are it's something they said, or it's just a feeling you've got, but you have shifted into defense mode, basically. And this is why you need transparency. Transparency on how you really feel about this whole relationship and where it's headed, and the person itself, and what you stand to gain or lose if you took this any further. Ten of Pentacles under the Three of Swords. Page of Cups. You like them. Okay, you guys have a good time together, but I really, really feel like that's really all it is. And that's the conclusion. Sad but true with the Three of Swords. Sad but true. It's just the way it is. You're not in love with this person, nor do you believe that they don't strike you as really being in love either with you. You know, it's just not that. And it's heartbreaking because you probably are going to get to the point where, yeah, you're going to have to, once you tell this person no, that's it. It's over. So as heartbreaking as that is, yeah, I feel like that's coming. Chariot under the Knight of Pentacles. Page once, yeah. You know it's coming. This is a message. This is that them saying it, maybe sending you the text, setting up the scenario to propose. Devil under the Ten of Pentacles. The reason that's here too is because that's the energy it feels like it shifts you into by having to think that way. By having to now look at this person and be like, I know damn well you're going to propose and I don't want to say yes. You know what I mean? And it just shifts things to a toxic place because of money. But that's not your fault. The devil under the Ten of Pentacles, please. Eight of Pentacles. Work. You worked hard for what you have, okay? And it shouldn't be uh, put in jeopardy, which is exactly what happens when you are in a relationship with somebody else and your finances are tied up together. And if they didn't build up together to start with, then you could be in some serious trouble as that person turns on you and all of a sudden is entitled to half of what you've got. And they got no worries because they didn't have shit to begin with. So they only stand to gain, you only stand to lose. Bottom of the deck. See, it's here twice, my friends. Okay. The Four of Swords is here twice. Bring this back up. The Four of Swords is here. Bottom energy of the both decks. The Four of Swords. Um, I feel like this first one is you because you know what's coming. This is the heavy weight here. But this one here is like this Page of Cups. They are a page. Okay. You are an emperor, Leo. And if again, I say, if you were just completely in Eight of Cups is behind that. Just so you know. Eight of Cups is behind that, and the Page of Swords is behind that. All right, with the Nine of Cups. They are coming in to propose, blah, 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 blah. Who knows where they even got the money, like for you might find out later that the bill comes at you for the ring you're wearing and it's not even that great. Just something like that. Like this is not, you really need to, and I know that you already know that. So this is just confirming for you. The mermaid and fairy oracle is what we're using to close this out, get you the energy, not the energy, the message. Twice I've been tongue tied. The message to take away for this for Leo, please. Close this energy out safely. November 2025. Transparency reading. Rest. You've been working hard. Take a nap and get some rest. They're saying that you know you're gonna have to maybe even make up a little bit of a lie because you need this rest. You need this rest. You need to think about this and make a decision one way or another before it even happens. Hair sticking out. Um, and again, it goes back to this Eight of Pentacles too. See, I said this Eight of Pentacles came out with the Devil and the Ten of Pentacles. You work freaking hard for what you have. Don't let somebody come in and swindle you out of it. Um, they're saying that you might just kind of say, "Oh, it's somebody's, your girlfriend or lifelong friend's birthday or something," and you're gonna go over and see them for their birthday or whatever, just so that you can get away and go away without them. Uh, 'Cause you probably have to foot the bill to take them with you anyway. So Leo, I'm going to leave it there, and I really hope your transparency reading has helped you, and I really hope that you will hit the like button, subscribe, comment if you would like. Everything is free. So, thank you so much for not doing it if you don't, because I'm pretty much saying that to people now just because of the views I'm getting now. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, if you'd be so kind, that'd be great. So until I see you again, Leo, take care of yourself. Bye for now.